Hello everyone. So before we jump into the vlog, let me give a brief introduction. So a while ago, we traveled to Halifax, Nova Scotia, and Nova Scotia is a province of Canada, located on the east coast. So it's represented by the red area on the map here, and the city itself is another red dot seen in this map here. Originally, I wanted to make my vlog into one entire video, but unfortunately my computer could not handle the amount of footage I was about to import. I'm going to be separating my Halifax trip into multiple videos. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright, day one. So we got up very early and we took an Uber directly to the airport. So when we arrived at the airport, the sky was still pitch black. And yeah, we waited for a bit, and when it's time to board the plane, the sky is much brighter, although the weather is not that great. So yeah, we got on the plane and got seated in our seats. Unfortunately, we didn't have a window seat, but also fortunately, the passenger was not there yet, so I was able to grab a quick footage from their window.
Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour, bienvenue à bord vol 602 à destination.
The flight itself was pretty uneventful. It was like a 2-ish hour flight, so yeah, I was just kind of scrolling through the entertainment system. And it is quite slow, but functional. I didn't really get to watch any movies because by the time we were on the plane, it was still very early in the morning, so I wanted to try to sleep, but I couldn't. Sad. It's still loading. So very soon we touched down at Halifax International Airport, and after we got off the plane, we got onto our rental car and began driving to Halifax. The drive itself was pretty nice. There was a lot of nature on our way to the city, and once we arrived at the city, we decided we were very hungry and looked for a place to eat lunch, and that's where we found the Black Sheep restaurant. The food was pretty good and a delicious start to our adventure. So after our delicious lunch, we decided to walk around the city a little bit and just see what's like around here compared to our city. And after walking for a little bit, we reached the city hall. Beside the city hall building, there's also a memorial and a church behind it. And this is the actual city hall building itself. And after that, from the city hall, we decided to walk uphill a little bit, and that's where we reached the Citadel. So the Citadel is pretty much a hill that is a National Historic Site. We walked around for a little bit. Once you get to the top of the hill, the view of the city is really nice, and you can get some pretty nice shots too. The weather was much nicer here compared to the airport we departed from, although it is quite windy. We then decided to walk downhill into the Halifax waterfront. Hey look, pirate ship. I'm kidding, it's a ship. Okay, I honestly don't know why I said that. But yeah, behind the dock, you can see there's a huge wave structure and there's some kids sliding down there. Looks really fun, but there's so many people on there I didn't really want to go on. There's also a little George's Island over there. Hello. After that, we did a little bit of shopping because we needed some supplies, and we came across this alcohol store in Nova Scotia, which is like Ontario's version of LCBO. Don't worry, I didn't buy anything though because I needed to drive. Also, I find it interesting how they have this Big 8 brand here, where they sell a bunch of soft drinks and water.
Big eights everywhere.
So after doing a bit of grocery shopping, we decided to check out Halifax's public gardens, which was really close to our hotel, so that was pretty nice. And we're totally not following this guy. He just happened to be in front of us. We are so totally not following this guy still. Okay, maybe we are, because we don't really know where we're going. After walking a different path and losing the guy, we see this interesting structure. And here there are two ducks just kind of chilling here, and they're not afraid of us. After some more further walking, we reach this section of the park where there's more flowers that are arranged in a certain way, and yeah, it's very pretty. We then drove to Long Lake Provincial Park, where we originally wanted to do some hiking. But as you can see, the clouds were very friendly to us, and after a while, we had to leave because it started to rain. And we're not dressed in exactly the perfect hiking attire. But I still did manage to get a nice shot of the nature, so I think this is still a win for us. Hello. And after that, we went to a Japanese izakaya place and ate a very delicious dinner meal. But yeah, after that we went to our hotel and then we just chilled for a bit, and that concludes our first day in Halifax. So yeah, first impressions so far, we really like the city. There's definitely a lot of nature, and since it's so close to the ocean, there are a lot of nice views as well. One thing I've noticed is that finding parking at night can be quite challenging. So what I did is I parked at a place called Doyle. But yeah, this concludes the first video of our Halifax travel vlog series. Thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for day 2.